He's winning races, he's leading the standings, and somehow he can't win the championship. One of the hottest drivers in the NASCAR Truck Series right now is officially locked out of the title fight. And the reason? It's not performance, it's the rule book. Let's break this down fast. Corey Heim just picked up another win, this time at Rockingham Speedway. That gives him 2 victories already this season. He's also sitting at or near the top of the point standings alongside Kaden Honeycutt. So on paper, everything says contender. But here's the twist. Heim is not eligible for the NASCAR Truck Series playoffs in 2026. Why? Because he isn't running the full schedule. And under NASCAR rules, that means no waiver and no championship shot. This situation didn't come out of nowhere. NASCAR's current system is built around full season commitment. If you want to compete for a title, you're expected to show up every week or at least get approval through a waiver. That system was designed to maintain fairness and reward consistency. But now it's colliding with a different reality. Drivers today move between series more than ever. They split schedules, they chase opportunities, they race where the best rides are, and that's exactly where Heim fits in. He's not lacking performance, he's managing a broader racing path. But the rule doesn't care about context. Inside the garage, this creates tension because everyone knows what Heim is doing on the track, and everyone knows he looks like a championship level driver. But officially, he's not even in the conversation. This is where things get complicated and honestly controversial. NASCAR's system is built to reward consistency across a full season. That makes sense in theory, but in practice, it can create situations like this, where one of the best performing drivers is excluded entirely. Let's be clear, if you're winning races and leading points, you're doing your job at the highest level. There's no debate about that. So the real question becomes, what should matter more, consistency in attendance or performance on the track? Because right now, the system is choosing attendance. From a strategic standpoint, NASCAR is protecting the integrity of the schedule. They don't want part-time drivers stepping in, winning a few races, and taking playoff spots from full-time competitors. That's the logic. But here's the risk. You end up removing elite talent from the championship picture, and that can hurt the product. Fans want to see the best drivers compete for the title, not just the most available ones. There's also a competitive imbalance here. If Heim continues winning, he could impact the playoff field without being part of it. He can take wins, take points, and influence outcomes without ever being eligible himself. That creates a strange dynamic. He becomes both a contender and a disruptor. And from a broader perspective, this raises questions about how flexible NASCAR should be in the modern era. Because the sport is evolving, drivers aren't locked into one path anymore, but the rules still are. Fans are going to be split and probably frustrated. On one side, you'll hear people defend the rule. They'll say, if you want to win a championship, commit to the full season. Simple. But on the other side, there's going to be pushback because it doesn't feel right to see a driver winning races and still being told he doesn't qualify. It feels like something's off. Media analysts are likely to dig into that tension. Is NASCAR protecting fairness or limiting its own competition? And more importantly, does this system need to evolve? Let's look ahead. Heim continues to dominate. He wins multiple races, stays at the top of the standings, and forces NASCAR and fans to seriously question the current system. That pressure could eventually lead to rule adjustments in the future. Nothing changes. Heim keeps performing, but remains excluded. The conversation fades, and the system stays exactly as it is, leaving top-tier performances disconnected from championship relevance. So here's the big question. Should a driver leading the standings and winning races be denied a shot at the championship? Or is NASCAR right to prioritize full season commitment over everything else? Drop your take in the comments. And if you want more real analysis that goes deeper than the headlines, subscribe to SPORTSWIRE USA, because sometimes in SPORTSWIRE USA, the biggest controversy isn't what happens on the track, it's what happens in the rules.